Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, today is a special day. Good morning. It's time to rise and shine with Rita Owen. Today's a special day. My nose itches. Because my granddaughter's being born this morning, so I'm pretty excited. This is Zoe. I don't know the baby's new name. Good morning, sweethearts. Oh, for cry eye. My phone is dinging. Hold on. You know it's dinging. Hold on, let me get it all together. Oh my goodness. So, it was supposed to be Sophia, then it turned to Delaney, and now they're changing it again. They didn't tell anybody, so I have no idea what the baby's name is going to be, but she's going to be born this morning. It's supposed to be a surprise. Hate surprises. I always like to know what's going on, so I have to learn patience myself, so it's crazy. So, it is a late start. It's crazy. I cannot wait till the time changes so I can get my hour back, so that I can just relax, do my thing, and just do what I got to do. Oh my God, the wind or the sunshine is bright. Oh, and it's foggy. All right, you guys. So whatever you guys want to talk about today, I really have nothing. My brain is empty. I had a little roly-poly isopod in my house today, and I tried looking up the spiritual meaning of the little isopod, but you know those little silvery roly-polies just coming across the carpet, so I put it outside into my little flower pot. So I don't know, I gotta look up that spiritual meaning, what that is, when I get to work, because I'm running out of time this morning. Just moving slow. Good morning. Thank you. I'm so excited. This is gonna be the last grandbaby, because you know my daughter-in-law is older and she's like, no more. And she's done. She didn't want to have any more children after Zoe. But I knew there was another one coming. So I was just patient. And very shortly after, well, not shortly after, Christmas time is when, I think the end of Christmas, very early January is when they got pregnant with the second one. So very excited. So I've got my older grandson, who is 14, and then Zoe is 1. She turned 1 at the end of June, and then we have the new one, which is coming, which I'm pretty excited for. So today, whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about today. I did notice, though, there are things where you guys, when you hear things, when you read things, when you are involved and you're watching different readings and stuff like that, even when you are listening to me, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You have to take what resonates with you and then keep moving forward, right? This is something that's really important that you know, because even though I have my brilliance, right, that I channel because it's coming from above, there are going to be things that you're going to resonate with, but there'll be other stuff that does not make sense or resonate with you. You have to remember, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You have to only take what resonates with you and then keep moving forward, because you're going to find your own truth. You're going to find your own way. You're going to figure out how things work for you, which won't work for somebody else, vice versa. Do you understand? I just want you guys to realize that. One of my people who follow me, which is amazing, I absolutely love her, she sent me a message late last night, which I was already in bed sleeping. But she said that she was watching a reading online, and then all of a sudden she heard in her head, turn it off. Which means whatever was being said in that reading, it was not supposed to be for her, so she was not supposed to receive it as if that was the advice for her to have. And so, which I shared that with her, and then, you know, however she takes it, right? But, and even if she's listening to me, or you guys are listening to me, however it goes with the readings, only take what resonates with you. Do not make it fit in your life. You're not supposed to do that. Because when you do readings, when we do these things collectively, as a whole, so I don't think about an individual person, I don't think about anything, actually. However the cards throw out, that's exactly how the reading's supposed to go for all of us in that day. So you have to only take what resonates with you on every single reading. I follow a lot of readers. I absolutely love a lot of readers, because here's the thing, I do get advice and guidance from them as well. And so not everything fits for me, especially, when it's like somebody wants to get involved with you, somebody wants to be married to you and have kids with you. That's not me, because I don't want to have kids. So I know that reading specifically will not resonate with me, because I am not interested in having children. I can't have children. I'm not interested in having children. Now, if they're older, that's different. But when somebody says that they want to have kids with you, that means that they want to create, right? Create a family like that. That's not for me. So I just move on, or I'll listen to the rest of it to hear if there's anything else in there that will resonate with me, and then I will move on. So this is the stuff that I want you guys to look at and remember when you're following other readers, myself. Only take what resonates with you. That's the only thing. Do not, thank you for the follows. I love that. Do not take everything as if this is law, because everybody is individual. Everybody is different. Things are going to work for you. Things are not going to work for you. Also, we have free will. You can't have children? No. Are you... What? I don't even know what that says. Am I what? Hold on. Are you found on Marketplace? Am I found on Marketplace? No, I don't advertise on Marketplace. I have a website. I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And I am on here. So you can always go to my website, which is always JustRitaRealTalk.com. But no, I cannot have children. I had a hysterectomy when I was 31 years old. So I had my own, women's complications. And I just had to have it all removed. So I had a thermal ablation done when I was 31, and it did not take. I was a massive bleeder, and so then finally we just had to take it out. So I only had been able to have one child, so I cannot have any. But I'm 53 years old. I am not interested in creating new little lives. I'm done making people. I made one person, and I'm very happy with that one person, and I'm good to be having with a whole bunch of little people. Let's see, do you find yourself very fascinated? I don't know what that means for Marketplace. I don't know. I don't even understand what that means. I don't know what you're asking me. Or do I prefer to be a homebody? I'm being thrown off by Marketplace. I don't even know what that is. Marketplace, if you're talking about on Facebook, selling shit. But I date, I go out, I have fun. I am a homebody at the same time. So I work full time. I have my business. I do events. I do readings. I do parties. I do all kinds of things. But I do like to go out. And yes, I am a homebody. I'm both. I'm introverted and extroverted at the same time. But I'm not sure what you mean by the Marketplace thing. I really don't. I have no idea. So, I don't know. But that's how I roll. What are you guys cheering me on for? She does. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. So I don't even know what these questions are. So you guys, I appreciate you guys taking my back and helping me. I feel you have strong air energy. I am a water sign. I do have a little bit of all the signs. I do have a very strong energy, very strong personality. I'm very strong in who I am, very confident in who I am. My mom, let's see. I might as well just keep these on. 6 boys and 3 girls. Wow. And she's done with having babies. Yeah, she should be. Whew, that's a lot. Yes, I was only gifted with one child in this lifetime. I'm sure I had more children in past lives. This lifetime, I apparently only wanted one, and one is all that I got, which I'm very happy for. And now I've got almost 3 grandchildren today. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm very happy about it. And I love them. They're the joy of my life. my son and his wife. I love them very much. So it's like I have all these children. Plus, at work, my full-time job, I take care of the office. I take care of a lot of things. So they're like all my kids as well. So I absolutely love them. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. So I take care of them. So I take care of a lot of people. So I get that fulfillment from multiple people. So I never feel like I did not get enough in bearing children or making people. Good morning. Good morning. So yes, I'm very excited about this grandchild being born today. Oh my God, we had a hard frost today. So we're looking, so any kind of warm weather, we're going to have Indian summer soon. It's crazy how everything is shifting and changing. Halloween is at the end. Good morning, Sharon. So I'm very excited about all of it. And I'm really looking forward to the holiday season. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Mary. I'm very excited. She's such a doll. I don't know the name anymore because she was supposed to be Sophia Jane. And then I just found out the other day that they switched it to Delaney Jane. And then I found out last night they switched it again. You love the holidays. And so they won't tell me. They said it's going to be a surprise. So I will not find out until about 10 o'clock this morning what that baby's name is, which frustrates me, but it is what it is. So they said they want something to be a surprise. So I'm like, whatever. I don't even know. I don't know what they're doing, how they're rolling, but these kids are hilarious. I love them. So I'm very excited about today. Still not moving any faster because I'm later than a date as always, but I even woke up early today. I am new to your page. What is not allowed on your lives? So I don't upset anybody by saying anything live. Okay, so what's not allowed on my lives? The only thing is not allowed is any drama, any negativity, any political stuff that turns this page into a shitstorm. We talk about everything. I channel, I do angel readings, I do that kind of stuff. If you have things to add, questions you want to ask, you're more than welcome. So thank you so much for asking. I really do appreciate that. This page, literally, this live that I do, it's Rise and Shine, is all about empowering people and moving people forward. So this is something that I really do appreciate and I love, and I keep it that way. So anybody who comes on who is negative, wants to try to shut us down, doesn't like people uplifting each other, then those people always get blocked. I don't care if it takes down my following because I have a goal. And so whatever you can add and move towards and move forward on this page, you are more than welcome to share and say or ask. But I really do like to keep all the political nonsense at bay because we don't need it, right? We want to keep everything uplifted. We want to start the day out in an amazing way. So that way, as we're moving forward, our life is hard enough. We don't need to start it with drama. So that's how we do it. So thank you so much for asking. I really do appreciate that. I honor you in asking that question. So thank you so much. So whatever you want to add to it, I'm very happy that you will. Very respectful of everyone until they are rude to me. Awesome, sweetheart. And that's how we are as well. So anybody who is rude or obnoxious or says shitty things, then we always block and delete. So yes, we always block and delete because we don't want it. We're always moving forward on this page, and there's a lot of people who will come in because whatever they need to hear, they will follow the live and they will find the live. I love you guys as well. And then if they're not there. Some days we have a lot of people on and other days we have a few people on. Either way, I'm not worried about the likes. I'm not worried about anything other than you receiving what you need to receive in that day. And then that's how we do it. So other times when I'm doing lives and I'm at home, then I will do readings, and I'm usually on for a couple of hours or so. And then in the morning time, it's a journey that we do, usually lasts about 30-35 minutes, depending on how it's going. And then we just keep moving forward. So I do it every day, mostly every day. On the weekends, it's been rough the last few weekends because I've been busy doing stuff, whatever. And sometimes I need to take time for myself. What do you to about people using guilt to control others. So when you're using guilt to control other people, they are not secure in themselves, and they are pushing the envelope, trying to cross boundaries so they can get what they want. It's bad behavior. So you just have to be firm and say no. And you just have to quit falling into the guilt, because you have to be confident in who you are, confident in what you're doing, know who you are, and do not let anyone guilt you into things, especially when it comes around the holidays. Yes, I am a medium. Yes. So you want to make sure that you are confident in who you are. Do not let people guilt you. This is, especially when you've got somebody who, they're trying to get from you, which is mostly empaths, setting boundaries. Absolutely. So when you're an empath, people will use guilt because you feel emotion. You feel sorry for people. You will feel guilted. You'll feel all these different things, and you will do what they want if you are not strong in who you are and you have boundaries. Thank you. So these are things that you want to make sure that you are literally doing the self-development on yourself, because as an empath, I'm an empath as well. You guys know that. I obviously, right? Because I channel and I do readings and stuff. But you have to have boundaries, and you have to be confident in who you are. And here's the thing, just because you're an empath, because you feel other people's emotions, you're very sensitive to a lot of things, does not mean that you get to be bulldozed over. Does not mean that you get to be guilted into stuff. Your husband seems, I know you got a lot going on with your family, dear. You have a lot going on with your family. Let's see, your husband seems to be taken in by his elderly mother's guilt. Okay, so, this is the nonsense. This is the nonsense right here. And this is why I decided a very long time ago, when I knew I was pregnant and I was having a child, whether I was having a girl or a boy, I did not care at that point. I knew that I was going to be different. I knew that my child was on their own path, their own journey, doing their own thing. I was not going to be that mother who was going to be a helicopter hoverer. I was not going to try to dictate or control their lives on any level. When I found out I had a son, I already knew how my life was going to go. I already knew that when you're having a son, that he's going to be with his wife and his family. He's going to create. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love me and that he's not with me. I just knew it was going to be different. So your husband has to set boundaries with his mother. And just because she's elderly, look, if you realize, we all have been on our own path, on our own journey, doing our own thing, living our own lives. His mother has done the same thing, but now she is imposing whatever she's imposing to get whatever it is that she wants. So there's got to be some sort of conversation, some sort of agreement that she's going to keep her boundaries while everybody else is still living their lives and keeping their boundaries. It's just not right. And so this is something where you can talk to him in a way. I don't know what she's trying to impose or the guilt she's trying to inflict, but it's not right and it's not fair. And just because she's at, the latter part of her life does not mean that he is the person that is, oh my God, how do I say this? Because I don't know what they're trying to say. He's not the doormat. Do you understand? He's not the doormat. She can't just impose all the time. And so she just has to realize that he will be there. He will do what he needs to do for her. But also she is on her own path and her own journey as well. And so there's got to be, oh my gosh, Mother-in-Law. You got to watch Mother-in-Law. The Mother-in-Law. Is it Mother-in-Law? With Jane Fonda and... oh, who's the singer? J-Lo. So I think it's the movie Mother-in-Law. So have him, you guys watch that movie. Just watch that movie so that he can watch a little bit about that. Because sometimes the shenanigans, the guilt trips, the nonsense, monster-in-law. That's it. I knew it was wrong. Monster-in-law. So, you guys have to watch that. Good morning. Good morning. So watch that show with each other so you can realize that. My grandmother died 4 years ago, but I see my grandmother. Wait, what? Oh, you see your grandma. So yes, your grandmother is with you all the time. You're able to see her. You also see her in your dreams. So this is something that you are able to do. So listen to what it is that your grandmother is saying. Talk to her out loud. You will hear her say what she is trying to tell you inside your head. You'll hear her. You'll hear it in her voice, but in your head, the way she communicates, you'll hear it. So this is something that you've got to strengthen and realize that this is your gift and this is something that you are able to do. So this is very important for you to understand. You are always able to, I'm really late for work today. You are able to communicate all the time with, your family. Oh, some days I just can't do it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm off next week, so I'll be doing lives in the morning as well. And I'll be getting up because I'm not sure what time I'm supposed to be at my daughter-in-law's house, my kid's house, because I get to help all next week. So I'll be back and forth. So I'll definitely still be doing the lives and stuff like that. So that will be good. But, oh, man, you know how you just need a vacation? You just need some time away? Because answering the phones for me lately has just been nails on a chalkboard. Darn it. A birdie pooped on my window. So, makes me crazy. Like, somebody likes my video. So, yeah, so I'm pretty excited with today. But, yes, always know that no matter what, when somebody's trying to impose guilt, it's a form of manipulation and trying to get you to do something that you really do not want to do. And so this is just their way. And you know what? It's just bad behavior. I don't care how old you are. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody knows for whatever reason she's lonely or she's doing whatever she's doing. And it's just time that you guys don't fall for those shenanigans. Set the boundaries, coming from a loving place, and then just do what needs to be done. That's all. She's feeling, I don't know what she's feeling. She's feeling left out in some way, or I don't know. It's just weird. She wants to reconnect with her son, and she can do that, and that's fine. But again, there has to be boundaries. And I have prepared myself for my son with his family. And there's the confirmation. With his family a long time ago. Long before it even was thought about. So as he was growing, as he was younger, I was already cutting those apron strings because I knew that life was going to be different. And you know why I did that? Because I hated the way I was raised. I hated the way I grew up. Good morning. I hated the fact that my father imposed himself all the time on people that I dated, and I hated that. And he tried to win them over to do whatever he wanted them to do for him. And so I would break up with them. As soon as they crossed over to the other side, they were done. I never wanted that for my kid. Never. I never spoke bad about anybody that he dated. I never rejected anybody that he dated, which he didn't really date a lot. But even still, I would have never done it because I hated that when it occurred in my life. So I physically chose a lot of different avenues, a lot of different paths when I was young and I had no idea what really was going on. In fact, I never wanted children really in this lifetime. I didn't, because I never wanted this in my life. I did not want to continue the cycles. But when you come from in past lives, a lot of abuse, a lot of control, a lot of that, there's things that you have to clear up in this lifetime. There's cycles you have to break. And so I chose then to have one child, and then I was breaking all those cycles in my family, my life, forward and back. So like my son, his family, and then my grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so on, their lives will always be different because what I chose to change in this lifetime. And then healing the family backwards, the generations back, all that healing has occurred as well. So this is what we're doing in this lifetime. Many people have come in this lifetime to heal a lot of generational bad behavior. Same with your grandma. She never wanted babies. She didn't want babies. So yeah, and I just had one. But then I get to have 3 grandchildren, and then they'll have children, so on and so on. So I'm very blessed in that way. But I always knew I never wanted to be married, and I was married twice. And then, and I'll be married again. I like being married. I like being a unit. But I only wanted, I didn't want children because I didn't know if I would be able to break those cycles. You do now see what's going on with you. My nose is itchy. Understanding more and more. I think that's fantastic. God, my nose itches. I think that's fantastic because here's the thing. When you start to look at your life differently, you look at it from a different context. So this is one of the reasons why, you have to go through the things that you have to go through. So I came into an abusive environment. I came into a family that was mine, but then I was put into a family that was not. My 3 younger just, oh yeah, there you go. There you go. So this is stuff where there's things that we're changing, we're shifting, we're changing a lot of different things. My nose is so itchy. A lot of different behaviors. And so when we are doing that stuff, we have to go through a lot of different things so we can acknowledge it. We can understand it. So that way, as we get older, hindsight, we are then strong enough, capable, we know the direction in most cases that we want to go into, and we will shift and change those behaviors. Now, I used to have anger issues a long time ago. When I was younger, I remember doing this from when I was very, very little, very little. I had temper tantrums. I had so much rage and anger. Like I had very strong temper tantrums when I was a baby. I was told all about them. When I was older and I understood, I could feel the raging anger literally coming from the bottom of my feet to the tips of my toes, all the way up my body. I could feel it in my hands. I wore glasses since I was very young, and I would take those glasses, I would rip them off my face and throw them because it was a rage. It was a rage that came from past lives as well as this lifetime, because I literally was abused, beaten a lot, knocked down a lot. In fact, I've had a lot of head injuries where my optic nerves they're in a different position than they're supposed to be. So there's a lot of head trauma that went on when I was much younger. And then as I was growing and developing. So, and I got hit by a car when I was going to my freshman year of high school that summer, and bounced off somebody's car, starred their windshield, and bounced off the street. So there's a lot of head trauma that I've gone through. And so my eyes have had their own issues, which, I've told you guys about as well. Because at one point, a few years back, I was going blind, and I'm getting better. My left eye just has a little bit of a blind spot, but everything else healed. But there are things that I wanted to shift and change. There are things that I knew that I never wanted children for. But here's the thing. If you avoid or evade anything that you're supposed to change in this lifetime, I promise you, it will find you regardless. So I then was supposed to have a child at a certain age, and so I had my son. And so I was then able to look at things differently. And it's so funny too, because my kid, man, when he was little, he had the same rages. He was, I think, 3 or 4 when he started having them, and he would grit his jaw, like really clench it. And then this rage would literally come up literally from the depths of his soul, the bottom of his feet, tips of his toes. And then the rage would come out, and he would just hold his fists and shake. And so then I got involved in Taekwondo. My son and I, we did Taekwondo together. And so he was able to release that anger. I was able to release a lot of that anger. And, my self-development, my journey started a lot earlier than I anticipated. because I was able to work out that rage, those angers that I had that spilled into my son. So we've gone through a lot. So there's a lot of cycles that got broken. What about my eyes? Oh, that's okay. This is what happens. So when I'm channeling, my eyes change, and then I am literally communicating. My angels, your angels, whatever, they're all communicating. And so my eyes shift and change. So this is how it works. So that is what's going on with my eyes. You are captivated by spirit coming through and communicating. So that's how that works. That's how that works. So that's why you're probably captivated, because they are communicating with me, through me, to you guys. So that's what we're talking about. So there's things that you guys are doing and things that are happening for you. And I share my story so that you can see something in yourself and then change what's going on in your life, which is amazing. And thank you. Okay, you guys. So you guys know what time it is. And it is time. And so that's Zoe, who I absolutely love, my little girl. And I can't wait to see the new one coming today. So it's a her for sure. But I just don't know what her name is yet. But we will find out later. I cannot wait. So I love you guys. Have an amazing day. I will do my angel reading at lunchtime like I've been doing this week. And we're going to just keep doing it this week because I just cannot get out of bed on time. So I love you. Mwah! Have an amazing day. And thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you later. Bye.